Hi everybody, this is Farmer Joe from Farmer Joe and Farmer Wing's Garden of Oz, and I want to give you a little understanding or an insight of what we're going to do here, what we're planning on doing here. Um, we have a number of birdies raised corrugated bins. And I think we put together about 30 of them. Yeah, 30. Plus we put about 50 together of this tree surrounds, which are the same concept, but only about this tall or so. Um, and and anyway, so we really went all in. We went all in during the crisis, the pandemic, and because we had time on our hands, and what were we really going to do? But we started building every single one of these. And it took quite a while because, we didn't spend all of our time doing this. We spent time doing other things as well. But, but suffice it to say, we have about 30 raised bins. We have some round ones, we have some big ones, we have some narrow ones, and we have different effects that we wanted in different parts of the garden. And so for right now, I just want to let you know a couple of things. One is that in these two beds, this bed, this is the last bed that, because you come into the garden from this angle. But so this is the last of the beds. And in this bed and this bed, we're going to be planting asparagus crowns. Now, the asparagus crowns, you can buy them as 1-year crowns, 2-year crowns, 3-year crowns. We happened to buy the 3-year crowns on one that was available, and the other one that was a brand new type of asparagus, we were only able to get the 1-year crowns because it's a new variety. Anyway, we're going to be putting the asparagus. They're supposed to come the week of February 6th, anywhere from the 6th to the 20th or so, and we're going to put the asparagus in these two beds. Now, once we have a home for the asparagus, we have to leave the asparagus there because the asparagus, as you probably know, or maybe not, and I'll let you know, but the asparagus, once it's established, then you'll have the asparagus for 15, 20 years. So it's really a plant for the future, and 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 so with the asparagus, you can you are not supposed to cut them and taste them for the first 3 years. I mean, maybe into the third year you can try one just to see what it tastes like, because sometimes you really want to taste what you've been waiting for, right? But you got to be patient with asparagus. So you have this, the asparagus comes up the first year, you can't eat them. The second year, you can't eat them. The third year, you shouldn't eat them. And the fourth year, you can. Okay? So the first asparagus that we got was a brand new variety or that we will be getting, but it's already paid for and we're waiting for it to come in. By the way, you can grow these from seeds, but then that adds another year to the whole cycle. So if you're willing to put out a little bit of money now, then it's going to be worth it in the long run, especially if you have problems being patient. And so the first one that we're growing is the new variety, and it's called Erasmus, Erasmus. Erasmus asparagus. It's a purple variety, but it's really made for the most part, it's really created and does well as a one that you eat fresh. So you put it out on platters, you eat it fresh, you put it in salads. If you do cook it, they say just to steam it real quick and real quickly, and that's it. I guess it loses its flavor, it loses its texture real quickly or pretty quickly if you start grilling it and things like that. But that's in here. In the next bed, we're going to be putting in the Jersey Giants. Now, the Jersey Giants, start up as with a thick stalk, and so the Jersey Giants, we were able to find them. Farmer Wing and Farmer and me, Farmer Joe, were able to find them as 3-year crowns. So what we're going to do is let this bin, this will all be filled with the asparagus, but we're going to let this bin be the Jersey Giant asparagus, and we won't be able to eat them this year. We could taste them, but we won't be able to really eat them until next year. Next year we can eat them because they'll be 4th year, and we can eat as much as we want then. The other thing that we're going to be doing in these 2 bins is something called companion gardening, and that's where you can grow 2 different things that maybe feed off of different, their root systems feed off of different parts of the soil, different depths of the soil, or maybe companion gardening can be where the companion brings in, attracts other bugs and keeps the bugs and the insects away from the not the beneficial ones, but the destructive insects away from the plants that you want to enjoy. Okay, in this case, I'm going to be putting in some strawberries. I'm going to get a bunch of strawberries, let the strawberries do what strawberries do, and that's multiply and produce. And I'm going to put those in these 2 bins. Strawberries basically come in 2 varieties. One is the June-bearing strawberry, and the other is the ever-bearing strawberry. The June-bearing strawberries are the ones that come in really big. They come in all at once in June or thereabout. The ever-bearing keep coming in all summer long, and maybe even into the fall, but they're smaller. So the June-bearing ones are big. The ever-bearing ones are smaller, but still very good. Now, I do have, and I'm going to be planting them a little bit later today, I do have some strawberries that are called Seascape. They're ever-bearing, and my idea is to have them kind of overflow over the edge of the bins, and for you to be able to see the strawberries on the side over here, and then, like I say, in these 2 bins we'll have the other type, which will be the Parks Whopper strawberry, and it comes from Park Seeds. And anyway, so that's that. And I mean, any other thing about asparagus? No, but asparagus and strawberries are very good companion plants. They each take up different areas of the soil depth, their root system, and I look forward to growing those here. And so we're still going to be able to enjoy the asparagus garden, even though we can't really eat anything this year because we're going to have strawberries in here. Okay, anyway, this is Farmer Joe from Farmer Joe and Farmer Wing's Garden of Oz. I want to sign off, and until next time. All right, thanks a lot.